So the US has awarded $2 billion to 9 quantum computing firms. The 9 companies are IBM, which received $1 billion total. That's half of those $2 billion, keep in mind. Global Foundries, which received $375 million. D-Wave Quantum, which received $100 million. Rigetti Computing, which received $100 million. Inflection, that received $100 million. And the rest, they received less than $100 million, which is Atom Computing, PsiQuantum, Quantinuum, and Dirac. Now, the government started an act in 2022 called the CHIPS and Science Act 2022. With this act showing that the government wants to have better security economically and cybernetically. Since last year, the government has been handing out grants to companies like Intel of $8.9 billion and also securing contracts of $400 million in rare earth materials. Now, like I said earlier, IBM is receiving the most money, and potentially that's because Trump is wanting to see IBM as the chip powerhouse of the Americas. Now, while it's true that IBM does have a profit of near $15 billion a year, they still, on top of the $1 billion grant, they're putting in another $1 billion to this specific area of chip producing. So it looks like the race for AI is just steamrolling everything. It's not taking the feelings of the citizens into account with all the data centers that are being built. Yeah, and it looks like they just grabbed those brakes and threw them out because this machine is not slowing down. I mean, just look at last year. Intel was pitching to sell certain parts of their company to NVIDIA, but Washington came in swooping to save the day and granted them $8.9 billion. So it's safe to say that the US is all in. Now, for the tech bros, this could be a light at the end of the wallet. Why? Well, obviously, the United States wants to independencize themselves from NVIDIA, and depending on that type of company to get their chips, and they want to depend on stuff that's made in the Americas, so they don't have to deal with the whole bottleneck that NVIDIA has on chip processors. On top of that, they're extremely expensive, slow to arrive. So, I mean, if you step back, it honestly makes sense that they would make that move. You know, all these governments are basically having no choice to innovate and push so they can have a source closer to home and not depend on a big company like NVIDIA, which I'm pretty sure they're still going to be a major ball player, but not as big, which for the tech bros means that prices will go down, hopefully, but you never know. So it pushes like these, you know, it kind of makes it look like the Shark Tank guy, Kevin, is going to end up getting his way no matter what, because the government wants it, the companies want it, the people with money want it. We're nobody. I mean, if we all band together, maybe, but it's gonna happen. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. And like always, I'm gonna leave my Reddit in the description if you wanna go and be a little bit more outspoken. Personally, I think that the AI race will lead us to a completely different universe where we have no idea about our personal futures. Like, if you remember that movie 2012, where the world is gonna end in a massive flood, the elites got to board those ships, and everyone else, good luck. But maybe I watched too much movies. Anyways, if you made it this far, leave a little green heart in the comments, and I'll know, and I'll appreciate you very much. Peace.